Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to take a moment to welcome you all here today and introduce myself. My name is Elizabeth. Have you ever seen a human and their pet who look too similar or even act alike? Well, I will be expanding on this topic today as I have a potbelly pig and she resembles my personal habits. As I continue to understand, you may have already formed some strong opinions on what I have just told you, but try and keep an open mind. First, I would like to tell you about when I first got her. Growing up, I've always lived in the country, miles away from any main road, and a long walk in the morning to the school bus. This had an impact on me as conventional pets were never on my agenda. However, sucking up to mom and dad for ponies, horses, and even pigs was at the top of my to-do list. On my 8th birthday, I was gifted a best friend. Don't laugh, but that just happened to be a pig. I wasn't feeling well and had been munching on some plain bread when my parents walked into the living room with something small wrapped in a blanket. Of course, I sat up and asked what all the whispers and pink blanket was about. That's when I was directed to my very own pet. I was taught how to properly hold her and never set her down from that point on. Growing up with a pet makes life so much easier, as we were inseparable. I named her Annie, after my favorite movie at the time, and she went everywhere with me. From day-to-day grocery shopping to weekly to twice-weekly cheer and dance practice, she became a bit of a celebrity and made making friends a whole lot easier for me. Annie easily taught me about responsibility at a young age. Being so inseparable meant sharing a bed, which required potty training. Waking up at midnight to 3 a.m. every day for 6 months straight definitely does a girl some justice. Creating an eating schedule also required setting alarms, reminders, and doing research. I learned early on that missing out on a few activities wasn't a big deal, as my best friend was able to rely on me, and that made me feel good. I am now going to elaborate on how a potbelly pig reflects a lot of my personal habits. 1. Pigs are very protective. I'm not sure if it's the mentality I've just been raised with or how I was born, but if anyone I care about is being bothered, I'm going to be the one to handle it. I've been this way from a very young age, and at age 2, I scolded my father for yelling at my mother. 3rd grade, I punched my best friend in the face for telling me Santa Claus wasn't real and that my parents were liars. 5th grade, I got in a fight with a bunch of boys on the school bus because they were making fun of my younger sister. I don't know what to tell you. Example number 2, potbellies are happier and function better when they have a routine. I am the exact same way. I am 19, almost 20 years old, a full-grown adult, and still like to sit down with my mommy with a pen and paper and schedule my days. Organized apps on my phone the same way ever since apps were able to be moved around on an iPhone. Page by page, color by color, and purpose by purpose. I have also scheduled times for my meals, all 3, and a snack. And if I'm going somewhere in between those times that I know there's not going to be food, I will pack a meal or crackers. For my 3rd and final example, it may seem like I've got my life in order, but in reality, I'm just spaced out and rolling with the mudslide. In conclusion, I hope you now understand that my room is not a pigsty. I do not smell funny and snort at people, nor do I eat until I resemble a roly-poly. My potbelly pig resembles my personal habits by needing a schedule to thrive, habitually becoming overprotective of loved ones, and just enjoying wherever life takes us. Thank you.